Guys, this is my very first snow in the new camper and I am so happy right now. I can't believe it's snowing. It's spring, it's beautiful, and it's so cold. So I think we're gonna go back inside and cozy up next to the heater and make some hot tea and just enjoy this beautiful moment. The storm is coming in any minute. At least we're all getting stuff done because I have a feeling we're gonna be posted up inside, so I better go clean up and get ready for what's to come. I love snow. Even in the 4Runner, I enjoyed a good snowstorm, but having the camper allows me to be cozy and more comfortable while the storm rolls through. Unfortunately, my heater is not working in my camper right now, but I'm so thankful that I had my heater buddy. But this is probably one of the last winter storms of the season, so I was sure to appreciate the blessing God provided. You guys, it is snowing, raining, and thunderstorming all at the same time right now. And it is so bizarre and surreal, and I'm just so happy right now. The snow is kind of sticking, but it's not cold outside, so it's like melting pretty quickly, but how cool! You guys, I have got to do laundry, but we're going to the KOA tomorrow if we don't pack up when there's a break tonight, because it's supposed to snow like this for the next like 3 days. So Danya's in her 4Runner and I don't know that she's gonna want to stick inside like I can, because it's a little bit easier for me to maneuver in the snow than it is for her. So she might be heading to the KOA day early, but we are heading there tomorrow, so I've got tons of laundry to do. I'm gonna do all of my blankets, my pillowcases, my clothes, and everything, because it's been a few weeks. So we're gonna do that, but I'm gonna start the heater buddy because it's a little chilly in here. Alright, it's time to leave. Well, my friends, it is time to pack up and head out of this awesome campsite. If you want to access the GPS locations to here, I will put them on my Patreon, so if you'd like to support the channel, you can go check that out. But it's time to go figure out what's wrong with the camper and why everything is broken and get out of this nasty weather that we're in, and we finally have a break. There are a few reasons why we decided to post up at a campground during the storm. First, I started noticing the appliances in my camper were no longer working. The furnace stopped producing heat, so I had to use my heater buddy. The fridge wasn't staying cold, so I had to move my secondary fridge from the 4Runner to inside the camper, and my roof vent wouldn't stay on. I wanted to start diagnosing the problem by making sure everything worked on shore power. Second, because I'm not traveling alone right now, it's important to ensure that everyone is comfortable and happy. Danya lives in her 4Runner, and for those of you who have been following along know that I too used to live in a 4Runner. So I understand that these storms are not exactly comfortable when you live in your vehicle full time. If we were weekend warriors just out for the storm, that would be one thing, but we do this full time every single day, and that's a little different. Third, Danya found out last minute she needed to fly back to California for work, so I would be watching her dog while she was traveling. And finally, it has been almost a month since I hit the road again in the new camper, and that meant it's time to do some laundry and take a proper shower. I didn't bring my solar shower with me because I planned to use the camper's water heater and outdoor shower, but I hadn't filled up the water tanks, so we were out of water. So Danya had to fly back to California at like 4 o'clock this morning, so we got a cabin so I could watch her dog. Unfortunately, this cabin is only for one night, so I have to transfer everything to another cabin, and then I have a pull-through site, and the timing is a little wonky, so we might be sitting in my car for a little bit, but I've got all of the dogs, and I have to back up my trailer, which I'm not worried about, but gotta back that up. Whew. I'm actually getting really good at backing up this trailer, so I think it's gonna be fine, but I'm just hoping that my pull-through site's open so I can park my car, because Danya also has her refrigerator and freezer outside that I need to move, but it weighs 120 pounds. So I want to figure out what cabin to take that to. Anyway, we're jumbling a lot of chaos right now, but we got this figured. What I've learned with backing up a trailer is just like, don't overcorrect. Go slow, and everything's opposite. So if you don't overcorrect, usually you're going to be fine. But we did it with no problem. I'm so thankful that I was able to get all that practice in when I had to go get my trailer weighed, and like I had to back up like 17 times in front of all of these big rigs, and people were watching me, and I got really comfortable doing it. So that doesn't mean I can't get myself in a weird position, but I'm just thankful for that practice. All right, I just managed to get perfectly level with not much effort. We're detached. So now let's set her up, clean her up, and see what works and what doesn't work. A mess in here because we literally just threw everything in camp. Threw inside when we left camp, so now it's gonna be a fun process cleaning all this up. All right, got 3 loads going, timer set for 30 minutes, and we're gonna go clean up the camper because it's filthy. Walking back from doing my laundry, and I got snowed on, hailed, and sleeted on. Okay, now I can make the bed with 3 dogs. I haven't had to maneuver 3 dogs in a while. This is taking me back to when I had Jethro. All right, I had to get the dogs off the bed. Look at this mess. Oh, my least favorite task. Quilt belonged to my great grandmother on my dad's side, my Mima. So it's nice having a little piece of her on the road. And this is a top blanket to keep it all free from the dogs. You know, just 1 extra layer. And then finally, because it's still freaking winter and it's snowing outside right now, my Rumpel 40-degree quilt. Almost done. Whew, I feel you guys. Is it thundering and raining and making all kinds of boom boom noises? Is it gonna snow tonight?
I think it's safe to say it's gonna snow tonight. That storm rolled in with a fierce hand, and it was a really cool experience. This storm lasted about 3 days here in Williams, Arizona. While the weather was off and on, it was a brisk few days with lows in the 20s. In times like this, I try to appreciate the colder temperatures because in the not-so-far future, temperatures will be close to triple digits, and I'll be missing these colder days.
Oh no, my garden! I better put this in the 4Runner. I think I killed my garden. Oh my gosh! Guys, it's time to pull out the good old lugs. All right. It's almost May, no big deal.
This weather called for what I call comfort food. Turkey kielbasa, sauteed onions, and some rice. Let me know in the comments what your cold weather comfort food is.
What, honey? The heat going. I turned it down though because I don't want to be too hot. But I think it's going to be a good night. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
It was another brisk morning, but the temperatures were going up because the snow was melting fast. So the dogs and I took a little stroll around the campground. I think this is when I discovered I had another leak in my bubble window, but we'll get to that in an upcoming video.
I'm on a little trek this morning. Alright, I'm just letting the dogs play in the little pen here for a little bit, but look how much snow we got. Alright guys, I just drove into Flagstaff because I needed to pick up an item that I had shipped to an Amazon worker. And this is the first time I've ever done this, so it seems pretty straightforward. We'll find out. My packages, this feels like my Goal Zero cable, and this is my license plate adapter because South Dakota sent me a plate that's this size. And oh my gosh, you guys, this lady next to me is reading the Bible. She's in Ephesians. Oh, makes me so happy. This is gonna be so obnoxious. Like, it doesn't fit properly, but I'm gonna try to make it work in these little holes. And I know it's backwards, but that's because I'm not trying to blast my license plate on social media for all to see. This is ridiculous, you guys. South Dakota, get it together.